Well, hello again folks. We're having a little bit of a problem with the locker door on our motorhome garage. Come outside with me, I'll show you what I mean. Now the garage locker door closes with three catches. You've got these sort of latch type catches at each end of the door, and in the middle you've got the lock, which is just this sort of blade that swings round. Now this is the rear locker catch keep, I suppose you'd call it, and you can see it's nice, in good condition and undamaged. But the front one is a little bit broken away. Where the centre latch goes is also a bit damaged. Now it's normally perfectly okay, but we have had one isolated occasion when the locker did come open when we were going along, which was a little bit alarming. So I've been looking into how I can fix this, and I have bought some of this. It's Jenolite plastic repair putty. Now, like a lot of other things, it's actually got a barcode on it that you have to scan to get the instructions. Now, I was pretty sure I knew how to use it anyway. It's very similar to all these other sort of repair putties you get. There's just a two-part inside, a sort of central core of the actual putty, and then a core of harden around the outside. You just squish it up together to make a nice paste or sort of plasticine type consistency, and then use it to repair whatever you're repairing. But the first step is to rough up the surface with a little bit of abrasive paper. I'm going to use a little bit of emery cloth. Now I'm going to cut off a small piece of this putty, mix it up, and try and just build this little ridge up here again first. Now you do need to wear gloves for this, because this is a little bit of an irritant. Is quite stiff to squish up, but you want to make sure it is properly mixed up, I think. So any bets on whether this is going to work or not? I think it's a bit marginal myself. This stuff is good for sort of big repairs, filling sort of holes in plastic things or big lumps and dents that are missing, but I'm not sure if it's going to work with a fine repair like this. We shall see. I'm going to overbuild it because I can always trim it back later. This is going to be the bit that's hard to do, I think. So there we go. I need to leave that now for 2 or 3 hours apparently before that's cured enough to start working it. Well folks, it's a couple of days later, time's gotten away from me again, and I really need to get this repair on that locker door finished, because I've got tonight and then tomorrow night we're packing up the van, and the night after we're off. So if I don't get it done tonight, I'm in a little bit of bother really. So Yeah, unfortunately it's dark, it's cold, it's raining, but I'm going to go into the garage, find my emery paper. I'm going to try and rub down that putty I put on to get it to the right sort of area that those latches engage properly. Well, the old caving helmet certainly came in handy in the sort of dark and wet conditions out there, but unfortunately my mission was only really partially successful. I'll show you why. So these top catches actually curl right round, so you can't have a flat back to the sort of keep that they engage in. If you look at the back one that is intact, you can see what I mean. It actually curls right round there, so you need this sort of lip for it to curl round. So yeah, unfortunately this is what I'm left with on the repair that I did this side. It is better, but yeah, it's not the full thing. It should be up here somewhere, so it seems to engage better than it did, but it's still not perfect. Whereas my repair here is actually pretty good, and the lock engages quite positively with that. So yeah, both those lock plates swing down and get a good grab on the bottom rail there. So there we go, a bit of a disappointing result there. Not entirely successful, but it has improved things. I do like to show you my failures as well as successes on this channel. It was a bit of an optimistic repair to think you could build that fine strip on that keep for that latch there with putty and have it be strong enough. As I was sanding it, as soon as I got it thin enough, it just broke away. So possibly I could cut something out and epoxy glue it in place like a strip of plastic, or possibly I might be able to buy another frame surround for that locker door. But yeah, I'm confident enough in it now to go away in it, but I think it does need a little bit of further work.